How's it going, everyone? As you can tell from the title of the video, we finally bought a new Saab. I'm gonna start it up here. You guys might be able to see from the seats already what it is, and probably from the thumbnail. I'm probably just gonna put it in the thumbnail, so I don't even know why I'm doing this, but let's start it up. Go take a look. So this is it, guys, a 2006 9.3 Aero. I'm gonna go find a quiet spot to park and go outside and talk about it. So here we have it, 2006 9.3 Aero, 2.8 V6. Engine bay is very dirty, and for some reason there's a hole cut out of the battery cover. For that reason, I don't know. But 250 horsepower, about 258 foot-pounds of torque, I believe. So it's pretty quick. My mom really likes it. She says it's very fast. This is her new car to replace our OG convertible. So right off the bat, I'll start by telling you guys some basic details on it and then tell you what it needs. I'm sure you can already see at least one thing it needs right off the bat right here. But as 110,000 miles, it's a 2006 and it has an automatic transmission. Now, I was a little bit wary of getting an 06 with the automatic because of the valve body issues. And this one, it seems good. It seems good so far, and we got it for a pretty good price. So the transmission shifts very smoothly. We actually bought it down in Tucson, so you know, driving it back from Tucson to Phoenix, which is about 100 miles, you got a pretty good taste of what it could do. So 110,000 miles, we paid $2,400 for it. Now this car has not been in Arizona its whole life, pretty much like my two 9.3s, and now this one as well. They actually came from the East Coast. This one came from Michigan, which for those of you that live up there in the Rust Belt area, you'll know it's called the Rust Belt for a reason. Thankfully though, this one does not have any major rust. The worst rust it has, actually on the other side, really the only rust that we have found that it has is right here. And then there's a little bit, you know, of very minor surface rust under the subframe, but overall it's very good. And again, the car's a little bit dirty, but if you look at the body itself, there's no dents anywhere. The paint is in very good condition. It's a very, very clean car overall, except for that little rust spot. Let me tell you guys some of the things that are wrong by starting on the exterior. So first off, as you can see, and I'm sure was the first thing that you all noticed when I started shooting it up front here, it needs a new front lip. So we're actually going today to get a new front lip. So that should be on very soon. That's the thing that's annoying me the most, because in my opinion, these look like shit without a front lip, especially an Aero front lip. Completely changes the look of the car when it has an Aero lip on it. Second off, headlights. They're not the cleanest. That's something that's going to be addressed very soon as well. Third, one of the brake lights, well, first off, they both have like a dead moth or bug in them. There's one there. This one has one that's quite a good amount bigger, and it also has some like deterioration or like water got in here or something, it looks like. So this doesn't work. This one has all this around it, so thankfully I still have my red pair of taillights from when I swapped my ice blocks out on my 03, so I'm gonna put those in today as well, probably too. Only other thing that I can really think of is that apparently it has a slow, like, the guy thinks it's an alternator issue, but we might think it's something else. It has like a slow like drain of the battery over time. So we think that there might be something that just stays on with it. And I mean, that's, I don't know. If you guys know something that could be draining the battery, let me know. We haven't checked into it too much yet because we just got the car. But yeah, we've had it for a week now and it hasn't died or anything on us, and it didn't die the whole way back on the way from Tucson. Had the AC on, radio on, it was all good. And then the last thing, good thing I jumped in here because I would have forgotten about it. Fuel level sender does not work. It'll fluctuate between full and empty like that, so that's another thing that we're gonna have to address. So we paid $2,400 for this, and honestly, I think that's a pretty good price. So let me show you probably the best part about this car, and that is the interior. Look at these seats. They look and feel brand new. I mean, this is just about the softest NG93 seat. I mean, this doesn't have the B50 premium leather, but this, in terms of like the base leather, especially in an Aero, these are the nicest seats I have seen. I mean, just look at that, guys. Also, you can see it's pretty clean in here. It could use a little bit of a vacuum, but it's very clean. The shifter trim is a little bit messed up, easy to fix and replace. The buttons are all perfect except for the lower fan speed, and every 9.3 doesn't have a functioning lower fan speed button, so you know, it is what it is. Also, one more thing I just remembered before I forget. If anyone knows why this is not reading accurately for the temperature, let me know, because it's probably like 50 degrees out right now, and it probably reads about 15 and 20 degrees colder than it actually is. So if anyone knows why that's not right, let me know. I don't know, I think that the sensor for it might be like down under here, and maybe because this is all kind of like uncovered, that might be why. So there you have it, everyone. That's the new car. Someone's gonna say, get a V-tuner stage 0 on it, and I would love to, but it's my mom's car. We're probably not gonna do that. So, unfortunately, but I would love to get a V-tuner stage 0 on this. One other thing I noticed that's wrong with it as I'm looking at it from a distance now, the shark fin is broken. And that was not a voice crack, that was something getting caught in my throat. Shark fin is busted, so that's unfortunate. It does have some nice dark tint on it, windows are down so you can't see that. But yeah, overall, I think that this is a pretty good car. It's gonna make a great daily driver for my mom. And whoever out there saying, well, you should've got a manual. Again, if you watched my previous video, you'll know why we didn't get a manual. My mom has to drive from where we live about 30 miles every day, just in one direction, in bumper-to-bumper traffic. It takes her about an hour to get to work every day and an hour to get home every day, so driving a manual would probably drive her insane. So, that being said, I think I'll hop in here, maybe give you guys a couple revs here. This car is surprisingly loud on the cold start. Like, I can hear it on a cold start from inside. It's louder than I would think for a stock exhaust car. So yeah, everything works in here. It's great. I'm super happy with it. I honestly kind of wish I could use it as a daily driver, but it's yeah, it's been a great car for us so far. Like I said, we've got a bunch of little things that need to be done to it. So yeah, with that being said, I don't know if I'm gonna really film much of that for the channel, but we'll see. If you guys like the new car, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think of it down below. And I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy these perfect aero seats, and I'll see you guys next time.